What's up, everybody, and welcome to today's very unique and somewhat quiet program.
Yes.
As you'll notice, Tom and Cassidy are not here tonight, so it's just Michael and I, but we are coming at you with two wonderful picks for the week.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pretty mellow, but also very informative.
I get to talk a lot this time. That's nice.
That's right. You get to hog all the air.
That's great.
I'm Jeremy Miller.
Michael Harness.
Welcome to Flix and Six. What's up, everybody? As we said up top, it is just Michael and I in the house tonight, but we are coming at you with two picks. We are going to put 6 minutes on the clock, but we're going to riff on our movies and whatever the hell else we talk about.
Yeah.
So if you only have 6 minutes, then we will give you two picks that you should be watching over the weekend or this week, whenever you watch this episode. And make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.
Bell.
Over there. Hit the bell, okay? You want to get notified because what we're trying to do for you guys is tell you what you should be watching or what you should avoid at all costs. I'm looking at you, the Titan.
Yeah.
And I.O. Fuck Max. No, we love Max.
Jesus.
I don't mean to.
I let it go, but apparently someone else did not.
I didn't let it go. Anyways, so I'm going to put 6 minutes on the clock, Mike.
All right.
Where's my timer? I'm going to put it at 6. You want to go first?
That's fine. Yeah. Disclaimer, mine's not a movie.
Michael did a show.
Yeah.
So tell us.
Oh, we're going? We're good?
Yeah,
okay.
We're just going at it, dude.
So, since I knew tonight was going to be weird and not the norm, I kind of went off topic and didn't do a movie, nor is it a Netflix original. This is actually a movie from the SyFy channel. Oh, yeah.
Is it on Netflix?
It is on Netflix.
Okay.
But it airs on SyFy.
Okay.
Which I love sci-fi shows. I used to be really obsessed with Being Human. Did you ever see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. It actually was originally BBC. There's a BBC version, and then the SyFy picked it up.
Correct.
Great American. I didn't like the BBC one, but
that happens. That happens kind of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I try and get into the BBC, like with The Office, just to like get in at the roots. And
same thing with Shameless.
Yeah, but you don't want to be that guy like at the party that's like, you like the American Office, ugh,
right?
And you're
snooty.
like, oh, cool scarf, dude. Enjoy your coffee. You're drinking out of a fucking mason jar, like
drink out of your Argyle socks.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, I don't know. BBC shows tend to fall a little flat. I know we're off topic, but it's a different culture.
Yeah,
they find things different things funny, but also their slang and like what they say.
Yeah,
it doesn't land with Americans because we're
dumber.
We're dumber. I didn't want to say it, but we're definitely not the smartest out of the two. So,
and I love British humor. Don't
do
get me
too.
wrong. It's just sometimes like I just prefer like Steve Carell. Like Andy Gervais is awesome.
Yeah.
But Steve Carell owned. Anyways.
Yeah.
So you did a show.
I did a show. There's 3 seasons currently on Netflix, so it's definitely binge worthy.
Did you watch all 3 seasons?
I've seen all 3 seasons multiple times. That's why I felt so confident sitting down here tonight, knowing that I could speak highly about this show because it's not just one run through, not just 2. It's probably been 3 or 4.
Oh shit. Okay, so hit us. What do you got?
You know what it is. Oh yeah, it's called The Magicians.
Oh my God.
It's an amazing show.
You're obsessed.
It's so good. Honestly, like The Magicians has been like my new Office. It doesn't matter how many times that I've seen it. I can always go back to it, and like I still pick up on things that I didn't catch the first couple of times. And it's just so interesting to me. It's a weird show. It's obviously about magic, but in a different sense where like magic is controlled and there's different worlds, and I like was watching all the behind the scenes where, so like they do this thing called casting, but it's a lot of hand movements and stuff. People, it's like an Egyptian culture, like the hieroglyphs and whatnot. So someone that has studied Egyptian language and whatever it's called came in and taught the actors and actresses how to like do these hand movements.
No shit.
Yeah, it's like very intricate.
Huh.
And like they say like that's the hardest part of their job is like learning all these different hand movements for like the different spells that they're trying to do.
So it's kind of like Moira in X-Men.
Kind of.
Moira McTaggart. Is her name Moira? Moira?
Who are you talking about? What X-Men?
In
What's her
First Class? And Charles Xavier falls in love with her, and then he has to like erase her memory on the beach.
Oh, the
And then
FBI agent?
Yeah, and then she's in
The CIA agent?
yeah, she's in the CIA, and then she's in X-Men Apocalypse. Moira McTaggart, I'm pretty sure is her name.
Moira. Yeah.
Moira.
Because he says it with a British accent.
Moira.
Yeah.
You know, fucking
McTaggart.
James
Agent
McAvoy, man.
He's great.
God.
He's a good British
So the
actor.
Magicians. Okay,
Yes.
now let me ask you a question about this.
Okay.
Because I've walked in on you watching this show a few
Multiple
times.
times.
And it's always like really like a funny like sex scene. There's a lot of sex in that show.
I wouldn't say a lot, but there's definitely more than what you think.
Right.
Like there's an orgy moment where it's like, oh, okay, we're having an orgy now. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
I always walk in at those weird moments.
It's a weird show, but so good. And it's in season 4 right now. So I'm like watching it like every Thursday because it airs on Wednesday. So I watch it the day after. But it's already been renewed for season 5, which I'm stoked about.
And it's
like
on what?
SyFy.
It's on. So how do you watch it? On.
You don't want to know.
Oh, Michael. Damn it, Michael. All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
You pay for your own Hulu, so.
I cancanceled it.
Oh my God.
I pay for Prime.
What episode was that when you got all crazy about you're paying for your own Hulu?
What?
Oh, was that in the Titan?
I can't remember. Yeah, I was like, at least I pay for my freaking Hulu.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
I
some
can't
funny
remember
shit.
what I said.
So the Magicians, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's again, like I said, it's weird. It's a different take on magic. It's not like Harry Potter where everything's just like boop doop doop. I love Harry Potter. Don't get me wrong. I have tattoos on my body, but it's a darker world. Like fucked up things happen in this show that you're like, God damn, I wish magic was real because that looks like a good time. I could sit here for hours and talk about it and like dissect each episode, but the storyline's really good. It's not like, oh, there's a new, antagonist this season, because it's like you could have 3 or 4 throughout the entire thing. And it's like 4 different plot lines going on at the same time because these people are bouncing between different worlds and realms. And it's like things going, oh my God, did I just take 6 minutes talking about the Magicians?
You love it.
That's crazy. But it's binge worthy. I would recommend it to anyone. I don't really care like who you are. I think anyone would like it. And yeah, that's what I got from apparently I'm glad I didn't do this on a normal night because that wouldn't be possible.
Well, if all you have is 6 minutes, go watch The Magicians. According to Michael Harness at Flix and 6, The Magicians is where it's at.
It's great.
Now, let me ask you a question about it because, okay, so my girlfriend is obsessed with Vampire Diaries, okay? And
As was I.
for the life of me, I can't get into it because it's just like, it feels like just a series of very dramatic conversations.
It is.
Is The Magicians kind of like that, or
No.
is there? Okay, got it.
It's darker and deeper, and it's way more fucked up. Vampire Diaries, I love it. I haven't seen it in a long time because I hated it how it ended. And I refuse to go back and rewatch it because I know how shitty the last season is.
TV does
Same
that
thing with
sometimes.
Dexter.
Yeah.
Like I can't go back and watch Dexter because I know how badly it ends.
Let me tell you a story, and then we'll get to my pick. I promise.
That's fine. Yeah.
I found out about Dexter. Well, I watched Dexter when it first started, right? I watched seasons 1 and 2, and then I was watching season 3, and that's when I moved out here. Okay. And from Colorado. And so season 3 happened, and I watched it on TV, right? But then season 4, I decided I would wait because I couldn't wait every week for the episode to drop.
I've done that.
So I was like, all right, I'm just going to wait until it's out, and then I'm going to fucking buy it and then binge it because this is how things used to be.
That's how
You
a lot
had
of
to
things
wait,
used to be.
right?
That was so shitty.
And somebody went on Facebook, right, and spoiled season 4.
Oh no.
With like the biggest thing that could happen. I'm not gonna spoil it. I mean, it's been fucking
As I say,
like 10 years, but
yeah. What's season 4 about again?
season 4, I never saw it, but it's when his girlfriend gets killed. Apparently.
Oh yeah, by the Trinity Killer.
Yeah, I guess
Because he's in season 3. Season 3
Yes.
is all about the Trinity Killer.
I think so. It's
No,
been a
it
while.
is. It is.
Yeah, because season 2 is the ice truck killer.
No, that's season 1.
Oh fuck,
That's his brother.
his brother, right? That he ends
Right.
up fucking.
Maybe it's season 2.
I don't know, but she
Anyways.
apparently died, right? And
Yes.
some fucking asshole went on Facebook and said, "I can't believe what's her name, Rita. I can't believe Rita's dead." I'm like, bro.
That literally
Listen.
happens at the season finale, and then it cuts to like just that's it, and it's like their kid like in a pool of blood, and then it cuts to the next season.
Yeah, awesome, right? I would have loved that.
I know,
But because
It was
that
great.
fuckstick went on Facebook and did that, like, it's like, dude, like, I want to hear from the audience on this. Share in the comments if someone has fucking ruined your life by a spoiler
I'm avoiding social media right now because I don't want something spoiled for me.
about.
RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 4. I've been avoiding social media since 4 o'clock today.
I didn't know a spoiler for RuPaul's Drag Race could possibly exist.
It's the finale, bitch.
I mean, it's
It's
just
great.
I know, it's just funny.
That's my reality TV. Cheers to that. Oh, side note, season 11, watch out for your girl, Nina West, who is from Columbus, Ohio, who was the first drag queen I ever met in my entire life.
No kidding.
And she finally made it on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Well,
That
is,
means something in the drag race world. Like, if you get on the show, even if you're the first to go, you've been on the show. It's like a boost in your career.
yeah, it's kind of like people who are like on American Idol.
Yeah.
Even if
You
you're
can get a record deal.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting hella fucking. You're getting social media famous at least.
Yeah, merch.
Oh shit, the merch.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me talk
Anyways.
about my pick.
Yeah, you said it was weird. You said it was a documentary. That's all I
Yes,
know.
I went different this week.
I'm glad we did this.
I am too.
Okay.
Okay, so this week my pick is period, end of sentence, and let me tell you about it, Mike. Okay, this is a documentary. Now this is gonna sound funny at first, but it's actually very in the heart.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a documentary. It takes place in India, and it's about menstruation. Right? I know it sounds weird, right? But it's essentially like menstruation out there is like
wait.
yeah,
Not.
not menstruation.
You just said menstruation.
Well, I pronounce things weird. You know that
I know,
about me.
but it's just, you were so serious.
Yeah.
I couldn't help it. Okay, go ahead. Menstruation periods in India.
It's very taboo, right? Like I had no idea. So essentially,
Yeah.
this movie, it's very short. It's like half an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, I had no idea going into it that it would only be a half hour, but it ended up working out because I had to watch it on my lunch break today.
Been there.
But it was very interesting because, you know, like we say shit like, oh, it's a first world problem. The fact that like my latte didn't taste right this time. And you'll be like, first world problem, right? But it'll like literally ruin your day, you know, and you like joke about it. But it's like we worry about really silly shit.
Yeah.
And I'm aware of that, but sometimes like it takes seeing something like that to really like
No, I get it.
grasp how fucking good we got it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because like especially with women, right? Like
Sure.
like these days, like
There
you
are
know,
countries where they can't even show their faces.
yeah, dude, but
Without
like,
being, like,
but
flogged.
like I mean, in America, right? Like girls make us think about a lot of shit that they justifiably should. But then you look at other parts of the world, and it's like, dude, these women are going through it on another level, right? Like, for example, so the movie is basically about how getting your period is like this crazy taboo thing. It's fucking like the worst thing, right? And we'll get into more of that. But
Yeah.
so they in this little village, they got a machine that can make pads, right? And so they start making their own pads so that all the women can have pads, right?
Okay.
And that sounds like
Normal.
not a big deal, right? But culturally speaking, it's like a huge deal because like out there, I think it's in, it's definitely India. I'm not sure where though. It seemed like it seemed like kind of a rural place.
Okay.
But like men won't even talk about women getting their period, right? Like here it's like,
That literally happened at lunch today at work.
right, like
For a solid 5 minutes.
yeah, like your girlfriend gets their period and they're like, "Hey, I got my period." And you're like, "Cool."
Yeah, I was eating chili while that happened.
Oh god.
But that just shows how normal
Interesting
it is. I'm
timing.
just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, periods,
Right. And like girls, like I'm sure, like, and I'm speaking very out of turn, but like girls when they get their first period, it's like gotta be a fucking shock. I mean, Jesus Christ. But at least here, like there's education and people talk about it like freely.
Right.
It's not like a problem.
Okay.
But over there, it's a problem. Like you're dirty. Like forgetting, ew, you're fucking filth. You can't go to church
If you're on your period,
because you're dirty.
so you're treated like a leper.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah. And it happens every fucking month, right? Like
For up to a week.
yeah. And it's treated like this crazy, like you're fucking dirty, dude. And like girls don't even talk about it with each other. And like what was happening is women would use cloths,
Right.
for the blood. And it was like very unsanitary, and they're like throwing the cloth like in this like big trench, like a landfill type deal. And like other girls are like using those, and like, dude, it was very sad. And like, it was also like, I mean, the whole thing was very sad, but it was also like very eye opening because it's like, damn, like there was one woman talking about how, she's in college, right? And she's like, really trying to like make something of her life. And, so she goes to college and she ended up dropping out of college because when she'd get her period, there was so much blood, like she'd have a heavy period and she couldn't like clean it up enough. And like, if she'd like go over here to try and do it, like guys are looking at her weird. And like, and so she ended up dropping out of school because she couldn't even show up like on her period.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy.
You should have went first.
It's sad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it ended up like being super awesome because
Okay, I need this.
So here's the redemption, right?
Okay.
Because they and this is in half an hour, mind you, and I'm pretty sure this film is up for all kinds of awards, rightfully so. But it definitely like makes you feel like a piece of shit. It made me feel like a piece of shit for the like problems that I have.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, damn, dude, like these poor girls, man, like they're just trying to like deal with something that inevitably happens unless you're pregnant or have other health issues, I suppose. But,
Sure, yeah.
But anyway, so then the film it flips. So this guy like created this machine that can mass produce these pads, right? And so
A guy did.
Good. Yeah. He like designed
that.
this whole thing and, he like put it in their village, and then the women like started like, they all got jobs and they like created like little punch-in sheets and stuff. And it was like super cute. They're like putting together this business, but they're like doing it like really well.
Was it in secret?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And like they even interviewed like one of the ladies' uncles, right? They're like, yeah, they're making pads. And he's like, what's that? And they're like, and they used the word for diaper. And he's like, oh, yeah, for like kids and stuff. And they're like, yeah, but like for girls, though. And he's like, I don't follow. And it's like, what? And so there's like this huge disconnect. But so they put this thing in and they start mass producing them, right? And they're like giving them to the girls. And the girls are looking at them like, what the fuck is this? And what do I do with it? And they're like, dude, it's a pad for your period. And they're like, oh, my God, show me how to use it, right? And so they end up making this company and they call it Fly, right? Because they want the girls to like soar, and like, and
Okay.
that's like cheesy, but it's like also fucking awesome.
Sure.
Like
Okay.
I was like fired up, right? And they like made these boxes and they had their own branding and stuff. And they like load all these boxes and then they're going around to all these stores to like sell them to women. And, so these women that work in the little factory, they're like selling the pads and they like make all this money and they like start a very successful business.
Cool.
And like one of them is like one of the women is using the money she's making to like put herself through the academy to be a police officer.
Okay.
which like brought up another thing of like a lot of women, or not a lot, but this woman in particular like idolized this other woman for being a police officer because then she wasn't like forced into a marriage she didn't want.
Okay.
Crazy shit, dude. And so that's pretty much the movie. But what's cool about it is that the project started like a bunch of high schoolers in LA, like did a bunch of like yoga-thons and like bake sales, and they like raised all this money to fund the project. And a lot of the proceeds that made the documentary, that funded the documentary, came from those groups. So these like high school kids started this project, funded it from these bake sales and shit, and like jump started this whole business in India.
Huh.
Fucking crazy.
What a lunch break you had.
Yeah, dude, I was watching it like, what the
That's
fuck,
all I've been
dude?
thinking. Like, that's like a roller coaster that I don't think I could put. I mean, your work environment is definitely different than mine, so it's like that would be hard for me because it's like that's some hard shit.
It's crazy shit.
Like, I'm trying to think of like the last annoying first world problem that I've had, and that's hard.
It's I think. Well, I've got one.
Okay.
We don't have enough room in our fucking refrigerator. Like we're
That is a
and
problem.
Think about how like how that would sound to someone like that. Like we have so much food.
God, it's so condescending. Like, oh, you can't have your period without looking like a leper. Well, my refrigerator's full.
Yeah, like we have so much fucking food.
Yeah.
We could stuff ourselves so fucking fat that we can't even fit it in our refrigerator. Right? And these girls like drop out of school because they're getting their fucking period, dude. It's sad, man. But what was really cool about the documentary is that it was very empowering. It was very moving, and like you're fucking like cheering these girls on. Like, and one of them's like, you know, I've never sold anything in my life, and she's going around trying to sell their pads to like companies, like, you know, or like stores to sell from their store.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I've never sold before, and I just have to work harder. And it's like, damn, dude, like that, like the problem isn't so, you know, like here it's like, oh, I can't do it. Ah, fuck, I'll just do something else.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Right.
Like,
But over there it's like, no, I just got to work harder. And that was
ethic,
cool. Yeah, it was awesome.
That our world has definitely like lost touch with.
Oh, dude.
Because it's like you said, there's so many options out there. If you find something that's like, well, I think I suck at this, or I can't make it work, so it's like, well, I'll try something else.
Yeah.
You know, as where other countries, they don't have other options.
Right. And they like see the opportunity, and they're like trying to make a change. And like one of the main women being interviewed, you know, she's like, yeah, I just want like women to be inspired, and I want to like make sure that this is an option for everybody. And, you know, it's just like, fuck, man, that's awesome. Like, go get it, you know? And so, but it was up for all kinds of awards, dude. Like
The Magicians won the Joey's Award.
What the hell is a Joey Award, dude?
It's something about the best like recurring main actor or something. It was so stupid.
Is that like at the Nickelodeon Awards, the Kids' Choice Awards, or like the MTV Awards?
I really hope not.
Some fucking offshoot ass shit.
I don't know.
Okay, so it looks like, let me go to wins. Where is it? Come on, IMDb, don't fail me now. Oh yeah, it's up for an Oscar.
This year?
Yeah, for best documentary short subject.
Oh, yeah, let's say that's
wow,
a lot of info for 30 minutes.
It won the Grand Jury Prize special mention at AFI.
I don't know what that means.
That's a big deal.
Okay, I believe you.
Oh man, yeah, it's sweeping, dude. Cleveland National Film Fest.
Best recurring principal or guest star actress in a TV series. Oh, I'm not going to read that aloud. But they won it.
Yeah, so anyways, that's my that was my pick. Period. End of sentence. A movie about periods in India. Menstruation. Menstruation?
Menstruation.
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 Yes.
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 Yeah, it was a good pick.
Sounds like it. I mean, I'll check it out, knowing that it's like 30 minutes, because I don't know if I can do more than that. Like that's heavy.
It's heavy, dude. It's heavy. It was the perfect length because, like, if they had taken 45 minutes, for example, to get into how sad it is,
too much.
Ooh, fuck,
Kind of hard
dude.
to bounce back.
It's rough on that. But then, but with 30 minutes, they're like, yo, this shit's fucked up. But also, people are doing something.
Right.
Well, and that was cool. That was good to see.
All right. Well,
so those are our picks for the week. We've got The Magicians.
Yes.
And Period, End of Sentence. And as far as updates on the show, we're going to split up the feature flick and our picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be on the lookout for... do we settle on Black Friday? Is that what we settled on?
Yeah, we're going to be doing our Black Mirror episodes every Friday.
Yep.
Other than that, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy Miller.
Michael Hurtis.
Catch you guys next time. We both did that.
I know.
The Mary Tyler Moore?
Yeah.